come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. To the air right away is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing again on second down. Allen. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To the air. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know they'll be back the very next series.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and it's third and short.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And did he get him? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the slant, he's got Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running on first down with Gaskin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Allen now on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, set.
2nd down and 8. Tua going to throw. And And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually... And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 75 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Buffalo. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on second down, Allen.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a A lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Tua Tagovailoa
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now Cook running right. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 4th 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 3rd down, here's Gaskin.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.